I don't think we're redefining. I think we're trying to make the best Rainbow Six game possible, and at the same time, we're trying to make the best tactical shooter possible. I think we're doing a lot of things differently, and we're iterating on a lot of previously established tenets of the Rainbow Six franchise, who's the father of tactical shooters. And in that iteration, I think we're doing a lot of things differently and doing a lot of interesting things with our destruction system, with our asymmetrical attacker-defender gameplay, and at the same time, with our brand new operator, our iteration on previous Rainbow Six tenets that allow the players to kind of establish their creativity and exercise it. Maintaining the balance of our maps is very important to us, which is why that even when we're creating a map, we have an idea for a certain scenario or a certain gameplay locale. We prototype it very early on, and we make sure that it has we prototype every aspect of it. Does it have enough destruction? Is the destruction unfair? Are the choke points very established? Is it confusing? Is it easy to play? Or not easy to play, but easy to get the hang of after a while? Does it have depth? We've been playtesting the maps at every single gate that they've been on, and we think it shows pretty well in the 2 maps we're showing in the closed alpha with House and now Plane. The amount of destruction that happens, we don't want it to feel too much, right? We want it to still be tactical in how you use destruction. And so we don't want to actually have you bring the entire map down and you end the game, right? We want the destruction to be very tactical usage, which is why the major areas, like major choke points, for example, have a lot of destructible material around them, so players can just bypass, attackers can bypass a choke point that defenders are locking down, right? You can explode a wall and completely bypass their fortifications and go someplace else and make the defenders kind of rethink where you're going and what you're doing. Having this balance of how much destruction, how many options are available, how many places can you fortify as a defender is very important to us, and we think we have we've established a good balance and fairness with the 2 maps that we have, but now it's up for players to tell us with the closed alpha. The Rainbow Six team, we're making a competitive shooter, right? And naturally, when you're making a competitive shooter, we want the game to be balanced and fair. As far as esport, we're trying to make the tightest multiplayer experience possible, and once we release, if the community wants to take it and responds to that and they want to bring it into esport and that's what they want to do, we're going to listen to them and we're going to respond to that, that request, that desire. But right now we're really focused on just making an awesome 5v5 multiplayer game mode. We're not showing a spectator mode right now. Players right now, when they die, they go into a support mode where players can observe what's going on in the gameplay and kind of give comment and support their teammates and give tactical information. But as far as like a meta spectator mode, I mean, we don't have this in the closed alpha, and we're not commenting on that right now. Right now, you earn a score throughout a match for how well you do in terms of and what you do in the round, and whether you support somebody or gain kills and things like that. That's what we have in the closed alpha, and we're tuning that scoring system to kind of feel fair. But this is the main way of progressing throughout a match we have currently. Well, Tom Clancy was integral in the creation of the original Rainbow Six game. His inspiration from the FBI hostage rescue tactics unit influences us, and the first game and the previous games influenced us greatly in terms of making this next iteration of Rainbow Six. We're really just focused on making the best game possible, and and paying homage to the previous work that he did in the franchise and stuff. So we just are really motivated, like I said, to make the best R6 game we can. Well, we announced single player and co-op at E3. They will be a part of Siege, but we are not talking about anything to do with, other than that, just announcing that they will be in.